I'm on Asiana Airlines. This is the first time I've flown this airline and I'm excited to share the trip with you. So let's have a look at this seat. Now a lot of airlines have the same style seating, but I've never flown this particular seat. Certainly the entry into the suite is much bigger than, say, Singapore Airlines, which I flew on the leg up to Singapore. It's got a table that swings out like this. Controls for your television here. Seat controls are here to my left. There's a light. Some pretty inexpensive looking headphones, but first impressions of the seat itself look to be quite comfortable. We're going to have 6 hours and 20 minutes on board this flight, so hopefully I get 5 hours sleep. But before I get into that, let me take you back to our trip to the airport and what we did for a couple of hours prior to departing. Well, normally I'd take a taxi and it'd be about 31 Singapore dollars to the airport, but today we've got this magnificent Toyota Velfire, which is a car I've never seen in Australia. It's really only available in the Asian market, but it's very luxurious. It's a recliner. It's good. Free trolley. Hello.
Yes.
We're going to Osaka.
Alright, okay. Only one passenger or?
Him as well.
Yeah. Can I have the passport?
This is a 6 hour 20 flight first up, and then we've got a couple of hours on the ground, then probably 1 hour 45 to Osaka. Well, I come to Singapore Airport a lot. You know, I've never taken the time to come and have a look at the Jewel, and I should have, because it's darn impressive. It's inside. There's a whole lot of shops that surround it. This marvellous water feature, and it reminds me a lot of Las Vegas or even Disney. There's actually about 5 levels of entertainment and eateries around here. The train actually passes from one terminal to the other through this. There's climbing walls, there's a hotel, a spa, a kids casino.
Do I go for a double?
Now, flying Asiana, we actually get the choice of 2 lounges. I'd much rather reward myself after several days of sweating it out at the track with a Shake Shack burger and sit here in the Jewel area and just enjoy it. So here's to me. It's nearly as good as In-N-Out, but not quite. So see this place here, Paris Baguette? Going back about 11 years ago, they contacted me and said, can you come over and do some Christmas lighting on this facade for a TV commercial? They saw my Christmas lights in Perth and they loved it. So anyway, I spent about 2 weeks there, and this was the end result. It was such a great trip. And of course today I'm going back to Korea, albeit for a couple of hours. Well, I was going to show you the SATS lounge, but unfortunately that's at full capacity. So you're joining us for a quick pre-flight bite, and I'm once again having a go at the spring rolls. Although unlike last time I was here, I will not be having 11. 3 is more than ample.
Thank you.
Very wide bridge. Before we take off, I've nipped back here to economy, and it's pretty darn comfortable. What's the recline like? Very good. I wouldn't be too unhappy back here for a short flight. Although I'd obviously far rather have a snooze on a flat bed. But you couldn't complain about the leg room. Well, we've just got the menu and beautifully presented Western meal. You can have a Waldorf salad with mixed greens and a capellini pasta or braised chicken. I went for the pasta. I also wanted to try the bibimbap. There's not enough for 2, but luckily Jace is not going to eat. So I've told him to get the bibimbap. And I'll try both.
Is that why I'm getting the bibimbap?
Yeah.
So you can have it.
Yeah. That's why you're getting the bibimbap. Our table has been set and a meal is on the way. Well, I got to tell you, I was surprised by that meal. Pleasantly surprised. I thought the Waldorf salad was excellent. The salmon was good, but the salad absolutely eclipsed it. And I've ordered a tomato juice, and I only ever have tomato juice on an aircraft. I don't know why. I don't mind it here. Well, I managed to get that meal down me in about 15 minutes. The pasta with the prawns was so nowhere near as good as the salmon with that lovely Waldorf salad. And then Jace ordered the bibimbap, which I tried. And I just don't think I'm a bibimbap man. A little bit spicy for me, but well presented. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just not a fan. And then I wasn't going to have any dessert, but I know some of you will be saying, what was the dessert? It was tiramisu. Average. My sleeping tablets are starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel relaxed. So I'm now going to recline this seat and see if I can bowl 5 hours of shut-eye. I've woken up a little groggy, but thankful to get 4.5 hours sleep on this flight. Well, I'm standing in Terminal 1 here at Incheon Airport. We've just cleared security, and now I thought I'd take you up to the Asiana Lounge. I've never been in it, so shall we go and have a look? A new airport lounge, and first impressions is lovely, with the view out over the apron, and looks like a quite nice eating area up ahead. I've grabbed some scrambled eggs, and I've got about 4 minutes to eat this before we head off to our next gate for an hour and 45-minute flight to Osaka. Last flight we were on an Airbus A350-900. This one is a similar size aircraft, but this is a 777. Hello, 4A.
4A, this way please.
Safely on board now in 3A. So this seat, while similar in design, is a much older one, and you can tell by just looking at it. But very spacious, good leg room, and once again down here if you're going to have a sleep. But really, for a short haul flight, to get a seat like this, it's pretty bloody good. We do get a meal on this flight, and I got the choice of some pasta dish with some beef stew or some abalone. Now, I've never had abalone, and yet I live in a fishing town where we can easily just go out and grab it a few days a year off the coast. I'm keen to see what it's like. And because Jace is asleep, I'm going to have his meal as well.
Abalone, it's for you.
Well, one beef and pasta dish down. Pasta was nice. Beef was a little bit chewy, but certainly better than what you'd get on almost all airlines for an hour and 20. And now I'm on to the second meal, just to taste it, the abalone. Well, I know that abalone is quite a delicacy, but to my taste, it's a little bit rubbery. But they did bring out this red hot sauce, and they said be very careful with it. It's not too bad.
Bye.
It's no different to Singapore weather. Well, this is the train station, and it's about a 50-metre walk across a bridge from the airport. Now we just have to find our train to the city. 2 tickets on the green car for an hour journey cost us about $50 US. And they don't take credit card at that machine, so luckily we had some cash. Well, this is car number 1, the green car. And this is 10B, and the air conditioning is fantastic. So say something about the Hello Kitty. That's pretty cool. We weren't quite sure which exit to come out of the station, but we picked this one. And look! Konnichiwa. Ilman for 2. Well, this is the Hilton in Osaka. A modest sort of room. I don't think it's actually a 5-star, it might be a 4-star. But there is a swimming pool, and it is hot enough, I think, for both of us to want to have a swim today. Now, before we get on this Shinkansen to Nagoya, I want to show you something amazing. Now, I've been traveling for a heck of a long time, decades and decades. I have never seen an escalator like this one. There is a leveling off. My gosh, that is different.
Welcome to the Shinkansen. This is the Nozomi Super Express.
Well, we're on board now, this Shinkansen to Nagoya. It's about an hour trip in lovely comfort in the green car. Well, that was less than an hour, and now we're pulling up at Nagoya. Okay, we're out now from the Shinkansen lines, and now we have to find the Kintetsu line. We're now on board a local train, and we've got probably about 10 stops en route to Shiroko. Behind me here at the station, you've got a whole host of plaques here dedicated to winners of past Japanese Grand Prix. Oh, domo arigato. Well, this is a dramatic improvement on last year's apartment. Last year's apartment was a single bed, well at least this is a double. And the bathroom last year was about half of this size. I needed some washing done, so I've taken my washing down to the laundry, and obviously needs coins, and there's a machine just outside the door. It says put your 1,000 yen note in, put it in, and then I start reading video on demand. And I get this ticket. What am I going to do with that?
Fetish or maniac movie. There you go.
Jesus, you can't show that. It is always great to be in this country. Having said that, I now have to go to work at the Suzuka track for 4 days of Formula One. So like and subscribe. Then I want you to check out all of these different offerings. Thanks for watching and stay passionate. Cheers to... Oh, what do you got?
I got the champagne.
Oh, we need a sleeping tablet straight up.